it out, contact us at philsgate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Jen Psaki blaming the president's dropping approval ratings on, well, of course, unvaccinated Americans. The administration says it's going to terminate all border wall contracts in areas of Texas that see the highest number of migrant crossings.
Unbelievable. That's why the job numbers are so bad. Well, they're going to blame now that Trump's not around. They're going to blame everything on the vaccine. It is terrible. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. It is Monday. The market's down today, struggling with high yields. Now, I told you last week, the week before, stop listening to the fake business news network. Stop listening to Varney when he keeps telling you buy these big tech stocks on their pullbacks. You will continue to lose money. That's crazy. People who bought Microsoft, people who bought Apple, they're not feeling too good today. Or if you bought Facebook, think you'll get a real deal on Facebook. You're buying stocks. It's like Mickey Mouse going east on the westbound train. You've got to go with the trend. It's like going up a river with a canoe against the current. You can't do it. It's the same thing with stocks. Everything is money. What moves the stock market up, especially individual stocks, is money. If money goes in, it's going to go up. But if money is coming out of that stock, more money is coming out than going in, why do you listen to him when he tells you buy on the dip? I mean, you really think he knows something? Varney knows something? The charts know more than Varney knows. Well, people were in these stocks thinking they're getting rich, and now they're going, oh, every time I get in, it goes back down. Of course it's going back down. You're going against the trend. You have more sellers than buyers. So you had 1, 2, 3 good days. Everybody jumped in, and now they're losing money again. They're all upset. If you're with us, if you're a member, you would have been in our oils. If you recall, going back from the crash of February 2020 to into March 2020, I said, we are going to make a lot of money in the oils. We're going to make a lot of there. And we're going to make we call our COVID-19 stocks. Remember how oil just got crushed? And so we're going to make money in the airlines, we're going to make money in the hotels, the casinos. So our energy stocks, if you look at one of our favorites, is MRO. And it's refiner. It's up 34%. Why would I be going into Apple? That's crazy. Why am I going to pay $143 a share and get killed? The stock has gone down. I'll give it to you right now. So September 7th, the stock was at $157, and it went down to $138, $143. Why would you buy it? My chart tells you not to buy it. It went from green to red. It told you the money's coming out. But if you went into MRO, look at the difference. Look at the difference, up 34%. Or take a look at Valero, up 11%. Take a look at oil, up 19%. MEOH, another energy stock, 35%. Where's Apple going? Nowhere. Look, when you have high yields, remember, when people are dumping their treasury bonds, when they're selling their treasury bonds, the people who are in treasury bonds, that bubble is popping. You're getting killed. You're getting killed. People are selling. Get me out of these bonds, treasury bonds. And we have the biggest bond bubble in the world. They're getting killed. And the yields, the interest rates are going straight up. So you got to make sure, okay, which group of stocks should I be in? Which group of stocks should I be in? If you're going fishing, don't you decide which pole I'm going to use? Bait? Every creek isn't the same. Every lake's not the same. The same thing with stocks. You got to know what you're doing. The one thing you look at all the time is the yields. The bond market. The bond market's never wrong. The bond market's never wrong. It's always right. This is crazy. Now, I'll tell you what's really crazy. Over the weekend, this is nuts. One thing that we know, what destroys the economy, our government, the biggest thing in the world is spending more money, the government, than they take in tax revenue. That's the biggest fear. There's nothing worse than budget deficits. It takes your country down. There's nothing worse. And what causes budget deficits? When you're spending more money than you're taking in, and you're spending and spending and spending and spending, that's inflation. Inflation is connected to budget deficits. The more they spend, more that they take in, the more inflation. So now they come in with this new bill, the $3.2 trillion social program, plus the $1 trillion bridge and highway bill. But let's talk about the $3.2 trillion. This is nuts. How can anyone believe it's different this time? It's different this time. That's what they're telling us. It's different this time. We're going to tax the rich. It's not going to cost us anything, this bill. We're going to tax the rich. Really? Not going to cost anything. That's what happened to Cuba, Zimbabwe, Argentina, Iran, Turkey. They were all told the same thing. You're going to live like kings. We're going to go to socialism. It's not going to cost you a thing. We're going to go after those darn old rich people who are destroying our country. That's what Cuba said. Remember? Maybe you don't remember. It's a long time ago. We'll tax the very rich because they don't pay their fair share. AOC, I got a pair of sneakers that are older than that dope. She has no idea what she's doing. The top 10 percentile in this country earn 48% of the income and pay, get this, 71% of the federal income tax. So let's talk about the bottom 50%. Bottom 50%. What do they pay? They earn just 3% of the income tax. That's it. Are you kidding me? Did you know if the government confiscated all the income of those making $1 million a year or more as an aggregate, they could not put enough money together to pay even a third of that $3.2 trillion, or even a half of the $3.2 trillion. We're talking $5 trillion, but let's look at the $3.2 trillion. This is crazy to say that we're going to pay for this. Do you know what that's going to do? The budget deficits are going to be so huge we can end like Cuba. And remember what they said in Cuba and what they said in Zimbabwe and Argentina when they found out that after they taxed the rich and the rich left, there wasn't enough money to tax them. They said, oh, we'll take over their businesses. We'll take over their businesses. That's what we'll do. How'd that work out for Argentina?
And guess what this liberal will be all about? This liberal will be all about basically taking over and the government running all of your companies.
There we go. That's what they want to do here. And take your 401k over too. More when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead.
My name is Steve Celeste. I am the Director of Education at philsgang.com. Have you ever wondered how the big guys make money on the way down when the market's crashing? Well, I'm going to tell you why. They know how to short the market. You have to go to our webinar, though, this Saturday, October 9th from 12 to 3.
Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, hit subscribe, like, and share if you listen to me on my YouTube channel. And remember, join my gang free for 10 days. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where it says Working Investor Group. Now, we're talking about the market. It's down again today. Now, the big problem is everybody is so addicted to these big tech stocks. They won't move from these big tech stocks. No matter where I go, the first question, what do you think Apple's going to do, Phil? What do you think Apple's going to do? What do you think Microsoft's going to do? Well, I've got my gang in MRO, a refiner. Nobody wanted that. Nobody wanted refiners. That's what I look for, stocks that nobody wants. Garbage. Well, guess what? That garbage is up 34%. While people are going, what's going on with Apple? Get me out. Get me out. What's going on with that? Get me out. Microsoft, get me out. What's going on? I'm losing money. Microsoft, get me out. The poor people who bought Microsoft, and I told you this, the people who bought Microsoft on October 4th, I said, stop. I said, you're buying a stock at $282, Microsoft. We peaked out, everything peaked out on Microsoft about $305 back in August 20th. And since August 20th, it has not made a new high. And it was underneath the 50-day moving average. Most people have no idea what a 50-day moving average is. My gang does, because every day we make sure our portfolio, Steve was the head of our education department, every day he posts our stocks, our portfolio, our member portfolio, and he tells them what to do. One of the most important things, if you're going to buy a stock, for heaven's sakes, make sure it's not under a 50 or 200-day moving average. You don't know what that is? Universally on a chart, there's lines. And you want to have at least 50% of the stocks in your group. If you're going to be trading oils or you're going to be trading whatever, let's take tech stocks, you want to make sure that over 50% are above the resistance, above the 50-day moving average, above the 200-day moving average. People are jumping into Microsoft, Apple, all these stocks in the last week because they were told by Varney to buy them. Well, these stocks are underneath the moving average. You got to always look first and see where your stock is. Is it underneath the support? If it is, how are you going to get that stock to go up? It'll go up maybe 1 or 2 days and it's going to die on you. You got to be above. So if you take a look at Microsoft, it's below the moving average. If you take a look at Apple, it's below the moving average. If you take a look at Google, Amazon's below both moving averages. You know how bad that is? There's only one stock in that group, big tech, that's above both moving average. That's Netflix. That's the only one you should be in. You shouldn't be in any other big tech stock. Now, if you want to be in information technology, sure, Oracle. You can get into Oracle. It's above the both moving averages. CACI, another one, above the moving averages. This is what we do for our members, so they know where they should be. But people are listening to fake business news networks, and they'll buy stocks because they hear it and they say, oh, this guy must be smart. Varney must be smart. He's on TV. I'm going to follow him. He's a dope. He's a dope. Nice guy, but a dope. A dope. You're going to get killed. And the same thing when you listen to Kramer. Everybody, he knows everybody. Everybody, he knows. I know the CEO of the company. Good guy, good manager. Buy it, buy. Well, remember, there's a difference between you and Kramer. Kramer can buy a stock and sit on it. He can buy it at $40. It can go down to $1. He can sit on it for 30 years. Well, he's a little older now. He can't, but he could sit on it. Because remember how he made his money. He didn't make his money on TV. He made his money. I can't think of the other guy. One day I'm going to find out this other guy's name. He's on CNBC. When the big dot-coms came out, remember the big dot-com? They come out $5 in the morning, and by the afternoon they're up $105. And he'd find out which ones to get. And then you have his buddy who was at CNBC, and they go out there, promote all morning long. Oh, you better buy this all morning long. All of a sudden the stock's at 85. That's how he made a fortune. Now what he does, he buys a stock. Doesn't matter. He can hold on for 10 years, 15 years, as long as it goes down. If you I'll come back in 10, 15 years, I don't care. You can't do that. You got to only buy stocks that are in an uptrend, which means the flow of money is in an uptrend. It's the wind's behind your back, and you're above moving averages. You're above support. That's pretty simple if you think about it. If your stock is above one moving average, that's great. But if it's above two, that's even better. So never buy a stock with a downtrend, and that's what they did all week. They're telling you buy. Apple had a big downtrend. People were getting in the queues. Had a big downtrend. Microsoft downtrend. Facebook downtrend. And all these people today are going, oh, God, what's going on? What's wrong? Always buy a stock with an uptrend, because that's confirming you're going the same way that most of the money's going. That's not hard. And our technology even does better than that. It's patent. We brought the technology even further along with a best color code technology available. It tells you, it'll turn yellow to tell you, to give you call to action. If you're in a stock and it's ready to start going down, it'll turn yellow. So you get an advance notice that money's coming out. Then it'll turn red. And then you can sell it short. So we have the tools, we have the knowledge. Just try it free for 10 days. You don't have to pay. 10 days free. Just try it out. Okay, so let's get back to what's going on. We know, and it's been proven, presidents, all the presidents, over the past 232 years, the last 46 presidents all agree the number one supreme responsibility of a president is to protect the system of the government. Nothing more important. And they all agreed, except for one, that the biggest threat to our system of government is not war, not terrorists, not illegal border crossings, not even the pandemic, not even the environment. No. The biggest problem we have right now is when we spend more money than we take in. Those are called budget deficits, and that can take us out just like it did with Cuba, Zimbabwe, Argentina, Iran, and Turkey. Same thing can happen to us. Join my gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. We had a great webinar on Saturday. It's archived for 2 weeks. And if you missed it, by the way, you can go to our store and you can pick it up. But the one thing that's so great about the webinar to short is once you get people understand that once you have the confidence that you can make money when the stock is going down, just like you make money when the stock's going up. And once they understand, if they try to make money with just the stocks going up, you got to be one hell of a stock picker. It's like taking a $100 bill and ripping it in half. Or it's like going to JCPenney and you see a suit for $400, you're going to bring it out in front of the store and try to sell it on speculation $800. The minute that you enter the stock market and all you can do is buy a stock, you already lost half your money, is my point. No one should be in the stock market unless they can say, I don't really care if the market's up or down because I make money both ways. For people who just try to make money buying a stock, it's very difficult because you're at a big disadvantage. If you buy a stock, and let's say you even bought a stock and you did well. So you bought a stock at $20 and went to $40. You did really well. So let's say you get out of the stock at 40 now. Now the stock is going down, but you get out. You choose not to sell it short. But don't you realize when you get out of that stock at 40, let's just use something more realistic. Let's say your stock went up 30%. So now you get out of your stock, but don't you realize all the other stocks are up 20 to 30% in that group. So now you went and you bought the stock, you're up 30%, you did good. Now you're going to get out of the stock. Instead of making money on the way down, you're now going to buy all the other stocks. You're going to select one in that same group that's 30% overpriced. You can't make money in the market doing that. You got to buy a stock that's on sale. Now, when stocks start dropping, they go down 10 times faster than they go up. But put that aside. Doesn't it make sense? Think how good you have to be. Oh, but if you're in a 401k, they'll take care of you. You got dopes running a 401k. It's not like a pension. A pension fund, you had guys who were not on salary. You had the best pension fund managers in the world. They had to make money for you. That was because they had a contract with the company. The company had a contract with you that they're going to guarantee you. They'll provide you the same lifestyle you in retirement that you became accustomed to while working. They promised you that you're going to have plenty of money for retirement. They don't do that with a 401k. 401k, you don't get that promise because they can't promise because they don't have anybody there managing the stock for you. Matter of fact, they took the responsibility away from the company, which you have in a pension. The company's responsible for making sure you have enough money and you're in the right investments, to where now you're responsible. Doesn't work. So the bottom line is, if you would just learn how to turn around and make money when your stock's going down. God, what a difference it makes. And then you got to find there's no other business like it. All right, let's get back to what's going on and why we're going to see this huge crash. They are going to pass this $5 trillion bill. Now, the problem with this bill is, as I said, all the countries that went this way, anytime, the reason we're in such a jam, we spend more money we take in, so we have budget deficits. And budget deficits destroy your government, your system of government, destroys it. And every president realizes that. Over the 232 years, every president, 46 of them, only one disagreed. One said the most important thing is the environment, not inflation. And he's going to create so much inflation because you can't possibly pay for $5 trillion. He's lying and saying we can pay for it by going out and taxing all the people who make $1 million or more. If we put them all together in one room, we can't even pay a third. Maybe we're lucky, a half. That's it. This is what happened to all the other countries. And all the other countries came out with the same garbage. We're going to tax the rich. Well, guess what? It didn't work. They had big deficits. Cuba, Argentina, they had big debt. So then they said, well, we'll take over their businesses. That's how we'll save our country. How'd that work out? This is where this guy's bringing us, AOC, and they're bringing us to this point. Now what they're doing, can you imagine Medicare? They're going to expand Medicare and lower the qualifying age from 65 to 60, and they're going to include dental and vision and hearing and everything they want. Are you kidding me? That's a great thing. What a wonderful thing. I wish I could get those things. But you can't pay for it. We don't have the money. That's going to be a budget deficit. And that's going to turn us into Zimbabwe and Cuba and Argentina. Those are budget deficits. Please listen to me. So you want to learn how to make money when markets go down. Please join my gang for 10 days free. Please learn how when the market goes down. And here's another reason the market's going to get clobbered. Now they're saying that Comrade AOC, Comrade Sanders, all of them are saying, look, we're going to pay for all of this because we're going to tax the rich. Are you kidding me? It's impossible. It's impossible. Part of their plan, they're going to provide universal pre-K for 3 and 4-year-olds. Now that's going to amount to an investment of about $200 billion. They're just going to print the money like Argentina did, $200 billion. And they're going to save the average family $16,000 a year. Who's going to save the average family? The average family is going to pay for this. Everybody pays for it. Child care. Think of the child care workers. They're going to earn at least $15 an hour. The package would also extend the child tax credit, pay for family leave, all good things, and provide nutrition to children in need. All good. You know what that's going to cost us? $200 billion. Another $107 billion to provide permanent resident status to all undocumented immigrants. We're going to make everybody who comes across the border. We're going to make them a citizen. It's going to cost us $107 billion. They're going to have all these energy initiatives. Every building's got to be refitted to energy and That's $200 billion. They're going to have another $300 billion in affordable housing. I can go on, and this is insane. And they say, well, the rich are going to pay for all this. Look it up. The rich can't pay for it. There's not enough money. So we're going to have budget deficits. They're lying to us. They're lying to us. So we're going to have budget deficits, and it's going to take this country down. So please learn how to short. This is crazy. This is insane. This is all hidden. See, a hidden tax. All that simply is just a tax. You don't get a tax bill. It's hidden. It's not visible, but it's a tax. Gasoline a year ago was $1 cheaper than it is today. That's a tax. That's a tax. Are you kidding me? That's a tax. They're not sending you a tax bill. Your food is up big time. That's a tax. See, this is what's going to happen. So they are taxing you. If you make $400,000, you are being taxed. This is how they do it. By the way, companies, corporations, they never pay taxes. People pay taxes. Now they're going to raise corporate taxes by 25%. Can you imagine? This is crazy. Corporate taxes? First of all, these higher corporate taxes by 25%, you got to be out of your mind. And they're going to say, but don't worry. If you make less than $400,000, don't worry. You don't have to worry about it. It's going to be paid for. No. It gets passed on to you in corporations. Their taxes go up 25%. It gets passed on to you, the worker, through hidden taxes, because that's inflationary. The value of your dollar that you get each paycheck each week has less purchasing power. That's a tax. This is the biggest lie ever. Please learn how to sell short. Then you don't care what they do.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable. African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. you immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color-coded technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, wouldn't it be wonderful, though, if they were telling the truth? Wouldn't it be wonderful is people over 60 years old, they're going to be able to get free hearing aids, free glasses, free air. Wouldn't that be great? They don't have to pay for that stuff. Medicaid, they're going to cover the gap, providing insurance for those who earn above the threshold to qualify for Medicare in their state, but below the minimum income, that makes them eligible for Affordable Care Act credit too. It's going to cover 2 million adults. Isn't that wonderful? But they said we're not going to pay for it. It's all free because they're going to go and tax the rich. Well, you'll check it out. If you took all the rich, anybody made $1 million or more, took all their money from them, you can't even do half of the 3.2 trillion. Never mind the 5 trillion. It's all a lie. And do you know corporations? They're not stupid. Large corporations, when there's tax hikes, it's been proven over and over and over. They always raise prices much more on the items, the products they know that low-income households purchase the most, or purchase most often. They hit them. But AOC and Bernie and Joey said, no, don't worry about it because it's all paid for. The rich are going to pay for the whole thing. But when you fire a question at him, which they've done, and said, how can that be when if you take all the rich in this country and took all their money from them, there's not enough money. Of course, he shuffles his way off. He doesn't take any questions. He's a fraud. Republicans are frauds too. They're both frauds. Are you kidding? That's why you shouldn't have to depend on what they're telling you. You should always be in a position in the stock market. It doesn't matter to you because you should, I know the Republicans are liars and I know the Democrats are liars. They only care about the party. They don't care about the people. Everything they do is for the party. What they're doing now is for the party, for the Democrat Party, for the base. They don't care that our budget deficit is going to be so huge that it's going to destroy our country, our system. The presidents who always say their number one supreme responsibility as a president to protect the system of government. They don't care. Do you think Mitch McConnell cares about protecting the system of government? Do you think AOC cares about protecting the system of government? Or the Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, whose net worth, did anybody catch Water's World the other night? What a beautiful, he had a whole essay on Pelosi and the husband, how in 1 year their net worth went from 45 billion to I think 100 billion or 100 million, 45 million to 100 million, all inside trading. Do you think when Nancy Pelosi does something, she's concerned about us? We know Mitch McConnell isn't. She's not. Nobody cares about us. Now, I shouldn't say nobody. You have a couple good people in Congress. Our congressman's great. You got maybe 2 or 3 other congressmen. That's it. So you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself. These resolutions to fill all the gaps between Medicaid and Medicare, again, just take the energy, $200 billion. Just think of the energy alone, what they're going to refit all the buildings and another, $100 billion for cars, and oh my God. And look at the $107 billion. Everybody who's undocumented, who's illegal, we're going to make them a citizen. And by the way, we got to pick the tab up because remember, the services we give them cost you and me about $25,000 a year. Do you know what they bring in a year in taxes? Know what we collect in taxes on them, even when they're citizens? Not even half that. Not even half that. So we're going to pay $200 billion in energy. We're going to pay $107 billion or more to make them all permanent residents. The child care, that deal, that's another, $200 billion. I mean, this is crazy. But understand how Cuba became Cuba. They were told the same thing by the communist leaders. The same thing as we're being told right now. So here's what you do to protect yourself. You don't move out of this country. It's a great country. You just sit there and say, you know what? I can't wait till they destroy the market. Because this market's going to go down like no other time. This is going to be huge, huge. And I'm going to make money on the way down. So I'm confident. See, once you have that confidence, most people have no idea what a treasury bond is. You just listen to somebody on TV. That's all. You just listen to somebody on TV. And then you do what they tell you to do. That's crazy. How many of you got into the big techs the other day, big tech stocks, and you didn't even know what the bond means? If you knew what a bond, treasury bond meant when the yield goes up, what it meant, you would have never got into Apple. You never got into Microsoft. You probably wouldn't even got into Netflix, which is the only good one. I wouldn't even get into that one. You would have got into, with us, you would have got into oil. You would have got into Halliburton. You would have got into a refiner MRO. You would have got into our Tesla. You would have got into Oracle. You would have got into energy, XOP. That's beautiful. That's oil and gas exploration, ETF, XOP. You would have got into oil. Why are you fooling around when yields are going up, interest rates are going up on bonds? Why would you be getting into stocks that's negative? when yields are going up. But you are. This is crazy. This is crazy. Every day, if all you did is follow Steve on our working investor, he tells you exactly what to do with we have a portfolio of stocks. Here, listen.
Apple, continue to hold your scout for the short, as this one is still a good downtrend. Dailies
He's talking about, now he's telling our members, this is Apple's part of our portfolio, and you're buying it. We're shorting it. Why the hell would we buy Apple with yields going up? But you don't know what a yield is. And I understand that. I understand you don't know what a yield is. Or how inflation, how when you have a high yield, how that affects inflation, how the inflation affects the economy. Because you're not in this business every day. You just listen to somebody on TV and you think, oh, gee, he must be smart. He's on TV, so I think I'm going to buy what he says. Look, how many people the other day even thought of buying Yum? That's crazy. We bought Yum. I'll give you the numbers right now. We bought Yum when it was around $115 back in July. $115. From $115, and we got out around $134. So that's about a 16% gain. And then it started to sell off. We stayed out of it, and then it turned red, give us a short opportunity. So if you started to short that at 128, it's now 122. So we made money on the way up in the sweet spot, and we're making money on the way down in Yum. Now, isn't that great? Think about it. We don't care what Yum does, but 99.9999% of the people think, hey, I always got to buy Yum. I always got to be right. It's got to go up. Can you imagine you can sit there and say, oh, Yum's going down. That's great. I'm going to make money on the way down. Let me tell you, the way they're presenting this new bill, the 3.2 trillion socialist bill, everybody goes tonight and all they hear is this. Yeah, that's what they hear in their head. Yeah, that's what they hear right here. Yeah, that's what they're being told. What are you, nuts? Most people don't even know what a hidden tax is. A hidden tax? It's not visible. Just like 401ks, 27 hidden taxes. People don't even know that. Hidden taxes are something you're unaware of. That's why it's hidden. It's hidden. But we expose the hidden taxes on 401ks. We're exposing the hidden taxes on this program. Look, join our gang for 10 days. We'll reach out to you so that the next time the market goes down or your stock, you're going to be delighted. You're going to say, oh, great. Finally, when the market goes down my stock, I know exactly what to do. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.